Cinema, where we focus on the film. I'm Josh, this is Simply Cinema, and today we're going to be discussing Dune Part 1 as we anticipate Dune Part 2 coming very soon. Let me know down in the comments below if you have seen Dune Part 1 and what you think of it from Denis Villeneuve. And in this channel, I've been reviewing the past few days all the Dune adaptations that we have gotten thus far, including the miniseries. So I'll have a playlist at the end that you'll be able to check out all of the reviews of each of the three that came even before this part, and very soon I'll be reviewing Dune Part 2. Let me know your anticipation for that movie down in the comments below, and also make sure you're liking this video, subscribe if you haven't already, help me reach my goal of 500 subscribers on this channel for people that love movie. We're getting very close, and so let's get right into it. We're starting with the positives. I just highly enjoy this movie. Now, for context, I have read the book a couple years back before watching this movie for the first time, and I do really love the book, and I think this is a very good adaptation to the movie, one of the best that I have read to having watched, and having just enjoyed the characters on screen, using the sci-fi as an advantage point to making a great exploratory story. And what really compounds this story to be that much better is the world building itself, and Denis Villeneuve as the director really brings that onto the big screen in the best way possible, just exploring all these different places, the water world as Caladan, and then Dune itself, Arrakis, as this desert planet. And you're having a couple other places as well that you're not necessarily exploring in depth, but it's not as essential to the story that what is offered for the trap that is being set up from the villains Baron Harkonnen and leading the Atreides onto Arrakis, and how that ends up playing out. It's flowing in a smooth and slower pace, but it is deserving of what everything it has to offer because of the story it is adapted from, and adapts it in such a grand way that the visuals stand out in such a fantastic way. The CGI for this film is a really good standout. The VFX effects, the just general setup and setting location really stands out. And the cast is an all-star cast. Timothée Chalamet, Josh Brolin, Oscar Isaac, Rebecca Ferguson, and they all are quite fitting in their respective roles, and they just keep going on with dialogue that is not heavy, but it's a political thing that isn't quite for everyone, but I think it really drives the story home. It hones in on its craft, and adapted to the screen, it becomes that much more essential and that much more heavy and just pleasing to look at because of the visuals, because of how well they craft the costumes and really hone in on the budget they're giving, putting essential depth to everything that needs to be given, and building upon these characters in a slower fashion that takes its time but is deserving of that time due to the way they give a payoff that is well rewarding for its runtime, for the story it's adapted from, and honing in on making sure that it is close to the adaptation as possible. There's certain parts that are missing, but it doesn't need to have every single part, as most movie adaptations do. They'll always change something from the book, one, two little scene here and there. And so with the movie itself, it still compounds upon the important scenes, the way it combines all that together. The editing is fantastic, the acting is brilliant, the way it flows throughout, and just the ideas that they flow with the setting and the environment all around it really livens up this atmosphere, soaks me into this world itself, and really livens up the experience that I just really adore. Getting to rewatch time after time. It is a heavy watch, but it is one that I love for sci-fi in general, and just the general political intrigue that is not too heavy on really getting you lost if you're not into politics, but still soaking that into the story, soaking that into the visuals, meshing it all together, making it out to be one fantastic project by Denis Villeneuve. So that's just all, because I have no negatives on this film, and I have to rate it a simply 10 out of 10. So that's just my personal thoughts on this movie, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below as we all share our own respective opinions, creating a nice discussion that we can all share our love for movies with. And make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, as we get so close to creating a 500 subscriber community here on this channel that will help me reach my goal. And let's just talk our love for cinema together, and be sure to check out those videos on the end screen now.